Why does it do that? That's the second night it's done that. That's the second night it's done that. Sorry that it seems to keep happening. I don't know why. My first thought was maybe that was a, I don't know, like a, because there's a whole bunch of cables underneath my desk. And, I don't hate resting my foot on them or whatever. So my first thought was last night that maybe I had accidentally knocked an Ethernet cable out or something. But I wasn't doing anything with the cable then. Maybe there's something going on with my building's internet, which is so cool. Huge fan of that. Tutorials on, yes. I just wanted to double check that we've done everything we want to. I don't know, it happened last night as well. But it seems to do this thing where it just dies for a little bit. No, it didn't, because the stream PC is over here, and the ray tracing would be happening over here on a different computer entirely. And it's not like we even started using the ray tracing. We just said I would like to try and use it. Yeah, well, it's DLSS. Could just try DLAA. Whatever. What's DLAA? Damn. 640 by 360 ultra performance. Damn. Okay, I think we're all set. I don't think there's anything we want to change. I think the only thing I do want to do is I just want to get a quick little jumper on, and then we'll get onto it. Get it gaming. And hopefully we won't crash again. Fingers crossed. Give me one. Thank you for the fact check, Wrench. As to what it means. I mean, it had to mean something, right? Well, I'm not max graphics. Like, the volumetric lighting is on medium. Shadow detail. Can probably get a medium. Okay, well, good to know. The only thing on the absolute maximum is scattered objects. Everything else is basically just on one lower. Like, even texture resolution, I could take it up to ultra, but I don't think we need to do that high. Yeah. I realized that just now. I spent a lot of time today trying to figure out what it is I wanted to actually play. But, it took me a long time. My first thought was I wanted to play something, like, short and sweet. Something that was done quickly. But then I remembered that Wolf really wanted to see Alan Wake 2. Welcome on in, Wolf. I mean, the Alan Wake American Nightmare, very short game. There wasn't much to that, I guess, unsurprisingly. What is it I'm looking for? I mean, that's not a huge... Oh, excuse me. That's not a huge achievement, though, Wolf. No matter what I play, you fall asleep. Not that I take that as like a slight against me or whatever, but that's just how you do you. I could be playing the most exciting thing in the world and I think you'd still fall asleep. Oh hell yeah, let's go. Let's just launch it. I think we want to go normal, right? Well, it's max. I'm trying it out on max graphics, rendered at 720p, but upscaled to 1080. Yes, I also. Okay, immediately? Okay. Probably should have censored it then.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story.
Well, I mean, yeah.
In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted.
How's the audio levels going, by the way?
This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Good. Oh. Alan Wake is done. If you need to catch up, I do a video for that I kind of forgot to play before this, which was a catch up. I'm gonna say, is that Alan? No, he's got two little hair. So we finished Alan Wake 1 on Monday. We then started and finished Alan Wake 1.5 yesterday. Okay, hold on. I just want to check one thing. If I was... Is it in here? No, I think it was in here. No? Was it in here then? It can only be changed in the main menu. I don't actually know what it does. What does the nudity sensor look like? Just gonna quickly look it up. Because if it looks weird, then it's gonna look weird. A slight blur. Nah, let's just keep on trucking then. We've all seen butt cheeks before. Oh wait. Is this guy Thomas Zane? We just don't want to see his Beppis. Okay.
Please. Can you hear me?
Whoa. Come on, Ed. We should go.
Already gone.
Ready to press the BRB button. Yeah, I mean, this is a little bit of an improvement over the past two games we played. Well, I mean, that's just because it was a camera footage, so that doesn't count. Yeah, so it was like 18 hours? Definitely hear something around me. I wasn't sure if it was the darkness or if it was like wolves. So I don't know which is worse. Yeah, this feels a lot more Pacific Northwest than the other one did. Ah, the old shotgun trick, huh? No, well, that's fair enough. Come on, torchlight. Oh, well, that didn't work out super well for old mate.
Hemingway.
Luckily the shadows have so far been fairly delicately placed.
Where's the rest of the stuff? I need to finish this. I'm coming.
What the fuck? Let's go! Run!
Yeah, there's a little bit of Beppis there. I will allow crime scene Beppis. Alan, wake. I believe it's Watch Dogs.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
People got all murdery.
Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo.
Ah, he's in it.
Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
But they're not doing it at the same time.
Glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
Sam Blake, I believe, was the original Max Payne. Like, he's one of the
Here we
devs
are.
in Remedy.
Cauldron Lake.
You know, the director there.
Time to get to work. A
Baldwin
deputy
Lake.
was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Remedy does, title cards so well.
Memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
Interesting. Well, we've got a map which is a big difference to what we're used to. We can't have been too far from here when we were killed, but whether they left us there or not is another matter. Like when they dragged us somewhere. I don't know where we ended up.
You're the one who wanted to switch.
I think I hear someone.
I'm not walking all the way back
Could
down.
be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Oh, it's Mulligan and
Hey,
Thornton.
over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agent's right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest.
This location
axe
is
in the
closed to
shed.
the public by order of the FBC.
What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
It's interesting that's got like branching,
I was getting to that,
like
Thornton.
conversation paths of sorts.
Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly. The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case.
Interesting.
Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Okay, there we go. Bed Lane, 2010. Aldrin Lake, 2018. Found 2 weeks ago. That must be who we were playing as, Mr. Wolf. They all went missing in 2010. Formal restraint was involved. Postmortem tattooing. Chest trauma resembling animal butchery.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
I might just have a look at turning down the graphics a little bit because the computer is kind of trying to take off just a bit. Okay, why is that on high? Let's put it on low. I'll leave that on for now, see if it kills the performance too much. Put that to high. Alright. Let's keep on trucking.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
How did it... Oh, the mine place. How did the mine place screw with your
Hey,
head
Casey.
initially?
You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring?
Yeah.
You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Got a rather different gate down the stairs than he does, which is nice.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Sounds like he might be kind of that old. The mighty mountain in the distance is no other than Mirror Peak, the iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake. From the right angle, its beauty will be reflected on the calm surface of the lake, mirrored in all its inverted glory. Sorry, Casey. Oh wait, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this. Yeah, we're going over here. Oh, because it's blocked.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Okay, so control is the menu.
Damn.
Oh, the inventory.
Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If
What's
they
happening
did,
to your legs,
next
Casey?
coffee's on me.
No, still not getting it. Try explaining it one more time.
How much clearer can I make it, Mulligan? Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
Uh-huh.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, the FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting
I had a
down
feeling that's what you meant
psycho
when you said
serial
punishment.
killers and shootouts with the mob?
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Thornton, he's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Now,
Okay, this is going
the
to take
scene
some
of the
deft
crime.
camera work.
Found him on the table. Now, he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders?
No, I mean,
Body is
I
positioned
know it's
on the table.
it's hardly like
Ritualistic.
I'm not going to get banned.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
It's more of a bit than anything really.
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. The killer left the heart right next to the body. Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Detective Jager Anderson, eh? No, we don't want that. Sorry. I think that is better. Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter.
Heart removed from chest. Strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
The clues have resolved the open question and now unlocked a deduction. As you advance the investigation, new questions will be unlocked, updating your goals. Learn more about the victim, learn more about the killers. You're now free to examine the case board or leave to collect more clues. We'll just kind of hang out for a bit while we, excuse me, let that play out. What else can we have a look around in here?
My first ever prank on Casey. A true classic.
Oh, I see. Unscrewing the lid of the salt shaker. Is that the DLSS?
Who is it?
You're gonna have to accept that your computer's gonna sound a bit like it's taking off, Joe. I think that's just how it's gonna be. And adjust the denoising quality. No, I can't. It's denoising for direct ray tracing light path. Ooh, I shouldn't have turned that one off. You should go to low.
Our victim. Who killed him?
What did I
Need to
do
find more
wrong?
clues.
I did kill my frames. I think I put by putting that to 1080p, I think I really nuked the frames. Look, I just kind of, I would like to try and use the ray tracing. So I'm putting it on kinda. But I do want that on. No, well, it's a 1080p output, but it's a 720p upscale. It's still real choppy. Okay, we're gonna do it. What if we just go low? As such? Does that change anything? Okay, we're definitely much smoother there. But what if we do this? I mean, that's probably the smoothest out of all of them. And ultimately, the game still looks pretty damn great.
Was he killed here or brought here after? For display.
I mean, it's coming through pretty well on my end.
Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
Turning off the ray tracing, I think, definitely helped out.
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over.
What was that?
Was it for a camera? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
I mean, that's definitely the killers. So that's the victim. If I could put it there. I don't think I can. For later!
Boot prints.
Multiple scenes must be
indicating
seen.
multiple
Crime of
killers.
passion? Premeditated?
Quite the party.
Ah, yes. I will give that a shot. I just don't want to nuke it entirely if I can avoid it.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13
Oh, he's
years
Nightingale.
ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Isn't it?
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze
Oh, so
led
he wasn't
to
actually a
paranoia. He got some wild
like a
ideas in
hired
his head.
member of the
Chased
FBI by the time.
ghosts until he fell off the
We
map.
encountered him in Alan Wake 1.
Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Nothing more from you? Okay, I'm just going to
I
stand
think
over
that's
here
everything.
real quick. The victim, Nightingale.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Okay, so and I would say this is definitely a premeditated murder.
They planned for the murder to happen
You
here.
don't set up a
Causing a
tripod
Italian
just in
criminal
case
raid.
someone walks past
They were waiting
that you
for
want to
him.
shank.
But why Nightingale? He's been missing for
That's a cool
13
torch
years.
holster she's got there.
Why
Alan
here?
should get one of those.
Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head.
Profiling.
See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition.
Oh, no.
and revelation. Piece it together.
We've got to protect this dead body from YouTubers trying to make content.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark.
This is the same effect they did for
He was
Control.
there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was
Guys,
a
guys,
ritual,
is that a dead body?
a Nightingale
Yep.
component.
Or whatever he
They didn't
says.
see him as a person. More like a container for something.
It's both for their safety and the safety of like the criminal. Oh, like this. Both for their safety and the safety of the crime scene. Like, we don't want them to get cancelled, and also it would help if they didn't interrupt our investigation.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click.
Just click.
Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. A Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something. The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
Thank you. I don't know if it's just because of the media, like,
This
kind
where
of
your
having been
hunch is,
trained
Anderson?
to do it,
Did
but
something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction.
the FBI
From the
jacket
lake.
does look very cool.
Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
What time of year is it?
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
A witch with no heart. A strange echo of owl murder.
There is no mystery in Cauldron Lake being named after its cauldron shape, yet there are many mysterious stories about the lake. It being gloomy doorway to the underworld, or of a witch whose cauldron the lake really was. Legend tells that when the affections of a local sheriff went unanswered, he accused the lady in question of having bewitched him. She was drowned, but her dropped ladle grew into a strange tree, named the Witch's Ladle. I wonder if that's this one over here. The woman returned to avenge her wrongdoers. If she was not a witch before, she was one now. She killed the sheriff, drowning him in the lake. Then she took out his heart and locked it in a box. With the heart, she would summon him from the lake to exact revenge on her behalf. Or so the legend goes. Sorry.
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
Makes no sense.
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
Oh, it's a manuscript page. We're gonna do anything about it? Can't quite make it out. Robert Nightingale's written on it though. It's interesting it's got like editor's notes on it. Oh, I just had to back out. Thank you, Wolf.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. The killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept? Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
No, I was just letting it do its thing. Sorry, I was getting a little bit wrapped up in the story.
We found a page in the woods, a story about these events.
I was letting Alan
What is
take the floor.
Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside.
Nightingale sounds very different to how he did in the first game.
You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him, in his chest.
That's pretty
I must
metal.
find out what.
Well, I guess that's what they were trying to get out. Sorry.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Takes out like a
Casey, I
jackhammer
think
or
something's been
something.
put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Oh, I
Whoever
see.
wrote
You
that
gotta work in
page
front.
made sure
That's
it
fine.
read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain
yes,
some
I think so.
fantasy? Projecting their
As long as it's not like
desires?
super spoilery.
Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what
Dear
happens
first
to
time.
who. Don't
Hell
let it drag
yes.
you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I
That's
need
the
the next chapter.
next stream title. Foxfest. 2024. I mean, speaking of Foxfest, happy 200 followers, guys.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
That's alright. You got a
Deputy,
cool message, though.
I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thank you kindly, sir. That's right.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Yes. Oh, interesting. It's like, I guess Resident Evil is the
Seems like a
first game
nice
that comes to
town so
mind,
far.
where you like select the
Where
thing
to
and then you
decide.
select to
Pretty
actually
woods.
use it.
Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
It is kind of astonishing what, like 14 years of difference, I think the first game came out in like 2010. 14 years of difference there is In terms of just like the detail in the scene. What is this? Oh, this is the FBC, is it? Do not touch. This station is the property of the FBC. Well, controls all over this one, huh? I guess they know about the lake already. Oh, wait. Sorry.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
So there is.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox.
We're all in
Casey
this
hates the
together,
endless jokes
hero.
about coincidentally
Have a
having the
heroic
same
day.
name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
Using the Mind Palace to upgrade the weapons. Interesting. Okay. Wow, that's a lot of wine. That's over there. And there's a TV! Well, I guess when you're dealing with that kind of dissection of a corpse, you can let that slide a little bit.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Assuming there wasn't something there already. So this was already closed off by the FBC.
The Federal Bureau of Control? That's a new one. Toxic volcanic gas, huh?
The FBC is an obscure branch. Only shows up for unusual cases.
Well, what's so unusual about volcanic gas?
Beats me.
Said the word. We're
Here
all
we
gonna
are.
lose our mind when she says
Let's
Alan
drive back
Wake.
to town and meet the sheriff at the diner. I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were
That's not
moving
good.
fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
Turned out alright.
Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
I mean, it's a very pretty game. We can't deny that.
The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Let's go.
Hello.
What's up?
Hey, how's it going?
Pine Funeral Home and cremation services. They really do got it all.
Oh dear.
Hold on, is that a map I can look at?
The FBI. Welcome
It is
to
a
Bright
map.
Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
Oh, it's him.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm
I'm
glad
Agent
he's still
Saga
getting work
Anderson.
in
This is Agent Alex Casey.
Remedy games.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many...
Does look a lot better.
The known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Cauldron Lake.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay?
Can I sit down? Nope. Okay, that's fine.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind
That's
of
not good.
satanic
You want to
cult.
avoid that.
And then we bolted and called the cops.
Why do you think it was a cult?
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree. The cult of the tree."
You couldn't just start with that.
Cult of the tree. Oh, and then we found her. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
Is it though? Isn't it under the jurisdiction of the Federal Bureau of Control? Ugh.
The cult of the tree.
Phone died.
What aren't the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists.
Don't know if you'd want to
The
hold on to
Bookers
that.
were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the writer fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with the murder. They were telling the truth.
So what is this lady's power? The Valhalla Nursing Home. Well, good for them. They seem to have done well for themselves.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Okay.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Interesting.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing dear Fez.
Oh, God.
Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe.
I thought
thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose.
Rose.
You know me. I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl? She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember. How do you know I have a daughter? Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time. No. You're mistaking me for someone else. If you say so.
Rose looks quite different to Rose used to. I mean, she is older, obviously. How's the pie? Multiple text wearing DMS. Killer profile?
We're
No.
dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer.
Cult of the Tree. Background cases accumulate clues about broader ongoing topics.
I need to know more about the Cult of the Tree if I'm going to shut them down.
Casey's lunchbox.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence.
Or can
Another
it be?
message.
Okay. Oh, was I meant to put something out here? Cult is wearing DMS. What kind of cult? Okay. Kind of cult. Okie. All done. Sorry for standing in the doorway.
My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The Cult of the Tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this Cult of the Tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna
Welcome on in, Wasabi. How you doing? How's the week treating you?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Well, he's the main character from
Rose?
Quantum Break.
Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Still looks kind of like how it used to. I don't remember that road, though.
Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Okie dokie. Thank you, gentlemen.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
Nice cupboard you got here, Sheriff.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our
Oh,
own
you've
corner
renovated your
rotates
office
between
into a
the other towns,
staircase.
and he's away this week, but you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking.
Right. Thank you. Oh, joking, right. Casey?
Okay. Let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues
I
can the
think
body
this
give
might be
me?
a good place to start for looking for the cause of death.
There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that? Defensive wounds. They put up a fight.
This looks like text. A tattoo?
All of those
Nightingale didn't strike me
unintelligible
as a
tattoos that we
tattoo
heard
guy.
about.
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up.
He was dead before he got out of the water, I think is what we're getting here.
Aha. They did leave something inside his chest. Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us. Text is smudged. Looks inverted.
How did they have
Heart
time?
can't have been marked before removal.
It's because they didn't write it. It was on the body before he got out. But not before he got into the lake.
There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
I'd probably take off my FBI jacket that I've just been wearing outside before I autopsied someone. But then again, I'm not qualified, so... A wallet. Is it a wallet?
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale
That would be a
had
pretty
no
cool wallet,
heart,
actually.
but here he was.
It's also a very secure wallet, keeping it inside your chest cavity.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait!
Sheriff?
What the hell? Show me the clicker.
That's suboptimal.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
Shit. He's coming. No weapon.
A lot
said
more
to
than the
get into
actual
light.
virus. Try to stay in the light to avoid being detected by enemies. Would be tempting. What do you mean she wants to be Doctor
He
Strange?
can't see me in the light.
She just wants to be a
My
doc.
gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Oh. Yeah, I'm aiming.
Vanished.
I was busy fighting for my life. I was wondering if they're going to do chapters again. I'm glad they did. Okay, so it's just a musical number. Thank you.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just...
Oh, that deputy's not looking crash hot.
What's going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale. Into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
Back at Calder Lake, this place in the dark place, a tarp thrown over the top, drowning everything beneath it, a flood of darkness, soaking into everything, spoiling it, rotting it. The page called this place an overlap. Sarg had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap, finding a way in would be difficult, require precise steps, a ritual. Stop the monster, her job. Before he killed again, he'd be inside, waiting for her.
Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to
We're gonna
say it.
need
Now we can
Mulder
figure
and
out a way
Scully on
forward.
this one, the X-Files.
The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal. Their purpose.
Cult of the Tree. He was the only one to become a monster, or at least the only one we know of. Nope. I don't know. I honestly don't know yet. And isn't that half the fun?
No.
Guess that makes sense. Is writing part of the ritual?
The autopsy room was a mess, like a bomb had gone off. Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her under the light, lurched past her. The Taken could not see into bright light. The light hurt them, hurt the darkness in them, made them vulnerable. I flick the switch, it goes click. Show me the clicker, lights are off, but somebody's home. Hemingway brought you here, witch. Get out of my house, Nightingale shouted. A wave of terror crashed through Saga's head. The
Hemingway, is that Alan Wake?
Nightingale
They
had
would
no
refer
heart in
to
his
us
chest,
as like
but here
different
he
authors
was,
in the first
killing.
Alan Wake game.
A monster. The world had lurched out
That's
of
a great
balance.
taxidermy of that
You
owl.
found yourself trapped on the far side of the mirror.
Ugh, that would be rough. Okay, so they're dead.
Must be locked from the other side.
Unfortunately, I don't know if there's a way to like deploy my torch. Flashlight. Flashlight toggle E. Much better. Oh, I do like that you can holster it. That is nice.
It won't open.
Are we just stuck in here? What's the go? Figure out where Nightingale went. I don't know if I can do that with this. I think I've got to get out of here.
Can't be opened on this side.
This? No, it doesn't look like it. You want to help? I don't know. Oh, we didn't get that. Whatever that was. I figured this would be kind of attached to the floor. Maybe it's not. It must be in real life, though, right? Oh, he took the binder folder with him, I think. Like the sheriff when he disappeared. You think we could turn on maybe just like a few more lights?
I can't force it open.
What about Casey? You reckon he could? What am I doing here, guys? We're here, obviously, but we can't really... Yeah, okay, thank you. I know that. I can't figure out what I'm meant to be doing. Okay, fine. Look up. Yep, see? We've pressed it. See, I knew I could do it. I'm sure we all believed in me. Just can't figure out how to get out of here. And it's going to be so obvious when I do. It's going to be like, oh, of course, it's the other door behind me that I never looked at. How am I stuck in such a small area? is legitimately a little bit crazy. I'm this lost in what is basically a space the size of my apartment. Like, there's the exit sign. We should be able to go this way, but we can't because she's in the way, I guess. Also, there's no handles on the door. Means there's got to be keys somewhere. Keys there, but I can't pick those up.
The heart is gone too. Did the fucker take it with him?
That's not great. How am I lost? How am I lost? How am I having such a 6-year-old moment in this game? Alan Wake 2 morgue stuck. Talk to Casey, exit the morgue. Okay. I can't talk to Casey again. Trying desperately to exit the morgue though. Okay, dodge seems to be spacebar, interestingly. Hey Casey, you want to talk? I'd really like to talk now, Casey. How to leave the morgue. Yeah, okay. Thanks, Game Pressure. What do you got for me, mate? Start by talking to Casey, and then we pick up something on the floor. Did that. How to unlock the exit. An exit from the morgue is blocked by the corpse. Check. Shown in the picture. Until you complete the next steps, you can't move to the exit. Move to the Mind Palace, approach the case board, and choose the case file Murder at Colton Lake. And create a new branch. Well, now, hold on a second.
It's bedtime. You best be thinking about sleep.
Thank you, Amazon. But that wasn't listed as a case.
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation.
That's an
This
L
is the
on
case
Remedy's
we
part.
must solve.
I don't know I had to do that. Okay, now we can leave.
The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
Thank you. To the FBI mobile.
Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything?
They're a fine pair.
Everyone else seems remarkably relaxed.
Easy. My client has been held here long enough. Are you gonna let me speak to them or not?
Just a moment, ma'am. Someone will be right with you.
Can we get in here?
How many
Oh,
times
they've
do you
rearranged
have
the
to do
prison
this,
cell.
Walter, huh? I'm at my wit's end with you.
I want out! Something bad's going down. I can feel it.
Was it the gunshots that gave it
out!
away?
Do you think I like throwing you in jail every other day?
With you.
No, I don't. Do you have any idea how much paperwork you're causing me? What's a lot?
They really did a lot of renovations in between in the last 14 years. Oh, we got a toilet. Yeah. I know one of you is stealing the toilet paper. I've been counting them. There's an entire roll missing every day from stock. Theft is taken seriously around here. It's a sheriff's station, for Pete's sake. One of these days I'm going to catch you, red-handed, and you better believe you're getting thrown out. What a disgrace you are. What kind of nut counts toilet paper rolls? Sounds like you've got too much time on your hands. I got him. I was hoping there was a toilet paper roll that I could take.
It's not opening.
Okay, well, that's enough snooping. Back to the whip.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson.
You alright, Chief?
Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP.
What are you doing, man?
Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead.
Well, there's not much else going on in the morgue. Ironically, there's more dead people there than when we arrived.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer. Or maybe 3.
Alright, let's ride.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Case Casey.
It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
It is in the title.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
Well, I mean, he probably didn't know it was going to be a horror story, in his defense. I mean, why would you? The heart. This is new.
The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks.
This is new too.
Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed.
Looks old.
Great. This area is supposed to be close to the public.
Man.
The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues.
That's on us. We should have locked that when we
Solve the
came up.
case.
Well, I'm not a fan of the toggle to run. It has to be held down to change from sprint to walk. Yeah, okay. Why is it? Just
I've been
app does
thinking
it.
more about the cult of the tree. What sort of cult refers
Oh,
to
well.
themselves as a cult?
Now, what's
In
all
my
this then?
experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
How are you folks doing?
Those restricted areas.
Hello,
signs don't.
Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business, fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
How did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihta. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
What is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous sweater, Saga. Looks Nordic. I bet a family member made it.
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery, my hometown, was founded by Finnish immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland. Ulla, Karjalanpiirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about
I
them
wonder if
beyond
they're going to
that.
get distinctly racist
The
about
sweater's
Swedes.
just something to remember
Like,
her by.
I really dislike Swedes, says the guy.
Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe. Can't gnaw right through a garbage can.
Well, I need to get back to it.
Clear signs of tampering. Signal was rerouted into a transmitter that is not one of ours. I fixed it so any alerts will come our way, but it's definitely concerning. I'll make a report for the investigations department, leaving this here in case I'm not the next person to fix things. If you're reading this, check for tampering. We may want to put more secure metal casings around the whole thing so that the raccoons can't get into it anymore. Stephen Ling, Chief Technician. Still very analog, which is cool.
Just say the word.
Thanks. But I don't drink coffee.
We brew our own beer too. Ahma beer.
Let's get to the murder site, Casey.
Now we're talking.
Yeah. Definitely not raccoons.
A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have
Dude, it's
them?
really gotten dark.
Or was protecting him from Nightingale?
Hold on a second. Like, really gotten dark.
Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve.
Oh, nope. I want to be on the other side of the fence, and then I want to close it. It was not this way before.
Our crime scene's drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake.
This
in
was
an
knocked
overlap.
over, though.
So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
Oh,
We've
wrong button.
seen this symbol before.
Good eye.
Previous murders.
The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file.
A new file.
But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
Everyone's got a first. Meanwhile, the murder at Cauldron Lake.
Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it.
Is it really wise to split up?
Radio you.
Given the fact that we're basically fighting the undead. And we've discovered that we're not especially good at it. Getting real dark up here. No, nothing up there. Well, nothing related to footprints, at least.
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd he go from here? I can feel something.
That legitimately got me a bit.
A presence. I know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
The tree was a threshold. This place and the dark place. You're in over your head.
Tree, is it the big one?
Caldera Street Station.
The threshold. Like a doorway. Leading to Nightingale. It's somehow connected to a tree. Witch's ladle?
I'm not overly stoked about the fact that I've got my pistol out now. Witchfinder Station. Oh, we can't go that way. Yeah, I hope you're wearing your gumboots, man. Otherwise you're gonna have real wet calves.
What is that? Seems like it's reacting to the light. These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree, not out of it.
Oh, it's a little messed up.
My flashlight burned the dark stuff away. It was covering another page.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap.
That's the witch's ladle. The witch's hut is back that way. Through the water and then up that. embankment that we... Where's the way out? There it is. Up the embankment that we encountered before. Okay, can't hop over there. That's a real shame. Back in the water. Go up here. That spooked me a little bit. Alan Wake 1 just doesn't spook me anymore because I've played it literally like half a dozen times.
This is the witch's hut.
Alan Wake 2, however.
Anderson, thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I found another page. Following up on a lead. Keep checking in.
I need to find a fuse.
The fuse box is missing a fuse. I need to find one
Oh,
to
let's
turn on
just
the lights.
do a bit of reading real quick. Here lived the Witch of Cauldron Lake. Beware, her spirit may still haunt this place. Probably nothing, just an old wives' tale.
The page described the hut being lit and mentioned a fuse.
Lit as hell. Like, you'd think it'd be on one of these shelves, right? What am I walking on? Oh, a pew. Close door. Oh, interesting. So you can only... You've got, like, a certain level of torch you can use. Oh, that's me. I was like, what's that bright light over there? It was this guy. It was me. Okay, so... You come over here, you don't find it. Perhaps it's this way then.
This fuse is busted.
Busted, busted. Midge told me today that her family is moving away. This sucks. I haven't even told her that I like her yet. What's the point anymore? She said her parents want to get better jobs and get her to a better school in the big city. I guess that's fair. She wants to stay in Bright Falls after all. So I told her. She said thanks. Kill me. I snuck out last night again, went to the big house by the lake. Instead of watching it from here like I always do. Instead of just sitting around like I always do, screw that. Anyway, something weird is going down. There. I'm going to find out what. Going to go back there tomorrow with better gear. I bet I can find a way inside the building, take some photos. It's going to be epic. Well, I hope it was, sir. Oh, ma'am. Where's the big house? Take the camera. Or, torch batteries, huh?
This one looks good. People should really stop littering, though.
Is it littering if it's in a container like that? I mean, I guess it still is.
A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here?
Why are they always in Easter egg arrangements? I know things can get a little crazy around here, but if you're ever feeling scared, just remember that Alan is watching over us. That's weird as hell. I do want to just check something. If I go out of here, turn that off. Okay, the torch is on. Just curious. I should reload as well. I only had 3 rounds in the magazine. And that would have been bad. You know, pull it up. Bang, bang, bang. Click, click, click. Oh. Oh, hell yeah. You know we got light in this bitch. Oh, interesting. So the thermos is in our safe slots.
Another page.
Oh, yes.
Making progress.
The image of the witch in the sign. Saga addressed the witch. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign.
Oh, I see.
I already took care of all this. The page from the witch's hut seems to be describing some kind of ritual.
To get into the overlap, I need to find Nightingale's heart. Read the line imprinted on it, plus the line on the page to the witch's ladle sign. Then push the heart through the hole in the sign.
Okay.
Nightingale's heart disappeared from the morgue.
Just gotta find a heart. How hard can
Where
that
is it
be?
now?
There can't be that many around the place. Oh wait, hold on. Got a profile real quick.
I need Nightingale's heart to get to the overlap. Where is it?
The cultist leaned close. He was there, but he was risen. Nightingale was there. The opposite of sunspots. Who said that?
That's not it. I don't have what I need to find Nightingale's heart. There must be more. Nightingale's heart.
The opposite of
Where
sunspots,
is it?
isn't it? That's just the sun.
They played cards in the general store. The witch had stolen his heart. Get out of my house.
Nightingale's heart is at the general store, in a fridge.
Hope it's still powered.
I need to check the general store for the heart.
Casey, I'm headed to the general's.
Casey, hold on. I just need to find out where we
Roger
are.
that. I followed some ATV tracks in the woods and got a bit turned around.
Did you get lost?
I've only been lost once in my life, Anderson. The years I spent with my ex-wife.
Get him, Casey.
I'll find my way back.
Suck
Don't
it
you
to
worry
him.
about it.
This is general. Just want to heard something in there. That's going to make it harder to navigate. There's some suspicious activity spotted. The fielder thought he saw movement in the bushes. Got him. Thank you, Saribot. Absolutely crushed them. But some were compromised by the fielder. Note to self, train the fielder. Nothing to report, some animals. Regular. Hunters out after dark. Poachers heard some gunshots. Not one of ours. Gotta keep an eye on those people. They could get more than they bargained for out here. So is this an FBC agent? What are we reading over here? You and your eye, and we're eating a planet bar, which I guess is a knockoff galaxy. Where my English viewers at? Galaxy chocolate bars. Oh, there were cigarettes in there, but I knocked them through the stool. Quite impressive, really.
Christ!
Okay, that did legitimately get me because I was looking at this. Which I think is where that Guy was riding on. Was...
Fuck! Tree!
Got him.
A cultist. A monster. Like Nightingale.
Oh, it shows you down there. That's quite civilized. What's the go? There's the heart. You got more health in here? You got more bullets, which is nice. And another page. Oh, don't be demure about it. Saga edged towards the broken door, her gun ready, flashlight aimed ahead. Nightingale said it would be here. The Colton Lake General Store was overgrown, left to rot. Saga thought about the cult of the tree. They had been here, waiting, planning a gruesome ritual murder. Meanwhile, they played cards in the general store like it was just another late-night poker game. Saga stepped closer to the door. Had the animal broken it? There was a loud crash. Saga found herself face to face with a cultist, a hulking figure in a raincoat. We watch in the night. Wild eyes behind a plastic deer mask, an axe in a raised hand. They were sleeping here for a while. Check with Lady Fortuna at the counter. Just because I think that's going to cut us forward. Like going and picking up the heart. I just want to check here. So it's one of these ones, I guess. I'm gonna say it's 723 because that's the one here. They bring dreams. Having dream problems, ma'am? Or sir, I guess. Oh hell yeah, we got a pouch. So much storage up in here. How do I give it the old Yankarooski? Okay, so it's not that one, I guess. The heat out there? No, it's an AC. $705, 713, 717. Hold on. 705, 713, 717. I'll leave it there for safekeeping. I don't know what button it is to, like, give it the old tug. But it's not one of those. I know it probably doesn't matter in the slightest. Get a full 12 in the magazine. Uh-huh. 705, 713, 717, 723. So the next two would have to be 739 or 745. Yes. I believe that's called gaming in the biz. Keep pressing E. 3, 9. Yeah, don't mind if I do. I didn't read what it said about quick slots, unfortunately. Nope, I want to put you on a quick slot 3. Yeah, I'll pick that up.
The text on the heart is clearer now.
The wave crashed on the far side of the mirror.
Sounds literary. But what does it mean?
I feel like I recognize this. The fridge. The heart.
Ugh,
I knew it would be here. Like I saw it.
I have trouble holding a chicken breast. I'm not sure I'd super enjoy holding up a heart.
And now I need to give the heart to the witch. Makes total sense.
There's the symbol again.
Casey, there are cultists in the area. They're taken, like Nightingale. Watch yourself out there.
Yeah, thanks for the heads up. I'm still finding my way back. Any city in America I can get through drunk and blindfolded. It's these damn trees.
Okay, okay.
I feel like we should
I'm
have
on
maybe
route to
taken a
Witch's
map
Ladle.
with us.
I need to perform a ritual to open the overlap. This case just keeps getting weirder. But it is exciting.
Is that torch always on? That light always on? I feel like I don't remember it always being on. Do it. Shoot your heart.
It was already too late.
Base. Okay, just space that one. I'm pressing F. Okay, well that went well. Now I've got to hold it down. I was wondering, I was like, bleh. Right, here we go. Wish me luck, chat. See you on the other side.
The wave crashed on the far side of the mirror. I brought you the Heart Witch. Show me the terror.
That's the tree from the cover photo. That's this tree right here. That cover photo was a real sumbitch to work with, not gonna lie. It's a lot more complicated than... Oh, this is a lot deeper than it was before.
Casey, I think I'm in the overlap. Are you still on your way? Casey! Casey, do you read me?
Fuck. Okay, Saga. Going in solo.
Where are we now?
Logan? Logan! Where are you?
What the fuck was that? Logan's back in Virginia. You're imagining things.
Is the way we... I don't think so.
Please help me.
What was that?
Some sort of time loop situation?
Did I get turned around? No, this is right. This place is looping. Like a nightmare.
Well, we were here last night in a time loop, so I guess it's fair enough that we're here again. Hold on.
The rider went into the lake, banished the dark presence. Taken still lurked in the woods. The dark place receded. The current pulled back those with darkness inside, into the lake. Nightingale was there, one of them. The dark presence, Jagger had taken him. The witch had stolen his heart. They sank beneath the waves. The dark place, wandering in the shadows, muttering to themselves. It's dark. I'm lost. Where am I? Who am I? I can't remember. It's cold. Premium cabins for rent in Bright Falls.
Ducky.
Who said that? Can you hear me? I need help. Please. Stop this. What did I do? You must dig it out. Their shape shifted. Echoes of the writer's dreams. Fading in, fading out. The next story and the story after that. The writer was writing again.
There's a lot in that. Like, you've got it's dark, I'm lost, where am I, who am I can't remember, it's cold. Kind of generic statements, right? And then you've got premium cabins for rent in Bright Falls. One of those things is not like the other. And then who said that? Can you hear me? I need help. Please, stop this. What did I do? You must dig it out. Again. Not all the same. I wouldn't say they're all equal. Things are getting red again. I do like how the light removes the red shader on what it's like directly hitting. That is a very neat effect. It's almost like it's not a red light so much as it is like a red shadow. Oh, there's a fella up there. Not anymore though, thankfully. We don't want him to have the high ground on us.
He's here. Nightingale.
That's how I do. I want to know, did...
Who escaped? Danger.
Who is that?
Or do the cultists know about
It's
this?
like they're coming in over a bad signal.
Is that like... Oh, there's the symbol again. Oh. Is that like a Venn diagram kind of thing? Like the overlap? Is that there? You've got like the two worlds. Which also means the triangles are not quite right. Yeah. In the cultist version, because they're on top of one another.
Set to find the light switch.
Where are you, Nightingale?
Show me the clicker.
Over there. Rain tunnel. I feel like this might be where things get a bit exciting.
Nightingale hunted
That's us. Oh, get a space bar that one. Yeah. That one's on me. Aim at the source points. Got it. Come on. Source point. Source point. Up, up. And so concludes Saga's adventure. This is not how the story goes, i.e., he shouldn't have died there. Alright, this time for real, though.
Nightingale hunted
I dodged that. Come on. There we go. That's less ideal.
No hauntings but here he was. Haunted flesh to rot.
Run! Time to run, Saga.
Where are we running? Guess this way is as good as any way. Excellent, those bullets. Okay. Let's keep on trucking forward, I guess. Yeah, really go for a Bureau agent right about now. One of those Lewis guns. I do the atmosphere very well in this game. around here. Where you is? We have no bullets. Do it. Good hit, man. There's really not much left of this fool. Luckily there were a lot of people out on picnics just eating 9mm rounds.
Who are you?
What is this? Who are you?
I asked for it.
Hear me.
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI. I can hear you.
Cauldron Lake.
Yes, I'm at Cauldron Lake. Where are you?
How to escape. In danger. The dark presence.
Danger. Thanks. Got it.
Hey!
I hope that's not Casey.
Are you okay?
No! It's my fault! He got out with my face! Scratch!
Sir, calm down. I'm gonna need you to take a breath.
He's changed the story. The dark presence. We must stop it before...
Easy now. First things first. What's your name?
My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've been...
Wake? Where did you come from? You've been missing for 13 years.
13?
You got a pretty distinguished beard for 13 years, like, well maintained. I'm a little bit bummed that it doesn't do the...
Where did you go? All of a sudden, the radio stopped working, and then that flooding just disappeared. Crazy forest. Is this who I think it is?
Casey, say hello to Alan Wake. Mr. Wake, this is Special Agent Alex Casey. He'll escort you to our car. Casey, I'll meet you there, right after I take a look around. If the flooding's receded, there might be evidence we missed earlier.
Okay. See you there.
Alex Casey? How? Am I still... Is this the dark place? No, it can't be. I got out.
Yeah, the PI from your books has the same name as me. Great. Moving on.
Nice sunset, though.
It's a bit of a hike to the car, Wake. Get your bearings, then we'll head out.
Should look around. With the flooding gone, could be further clues out there. The flooding disappeared very suddenly. I wonder if there's any connection to the overlap. To Nightingale.
There's that elk or deer that we saw previously, I think. That is an enormous tree. This is basically the level it was when Nightingale, when we were Nightingale running through after coming back out.
A creepy twig sculpture?
But again, it's not quite right. Nope, wrong one. Basement.
Nightingale goes missing for 13 years, shows up murdered, and then turns into a monster.
And then gets murdered again.
After I
Well,
stop
killed.
Nightingale, a rider who's also been missing for 13 years turns up. What's the connection? What kind of case is this?
No, wrong button. F. Zoom out a little bit. No. Who's involved? No. No. Cult psychology.
Nah.
Oh, goal. There we go. Just had to kind of... Maybe it's this one, maybe it's this one, maybe it's this one. And we got there in the end. I feel like there should be an item on the fact that we've now found Alan Wake. You know, that's a pretty big deal.
A locked box. Is that the cult of the tree symbol on it? Notes and ammo. Looks like they're tools of the trade.
We've got more luggage space, at least.
The cult doesn't see their victims as people.
Remember, they look like us, but they aren't. They're like animals, and it's our job to hunt them and gut them. So are they good guys? In a sense? Are they like hunting the... Cult psychology? Are they hunting the Taken? Oh, wrong button.
These stashes could contain clues about the cult. Better keep an eye out for more.
For later, or perhaps for now. Okay, so that's the only thing that we can get at through here, I think. Yep. The ankle-high logs were just too much for old Saga. But then again, she has just gone toe to toe with like basically a giant man. Must be close to port, I guess. Close to a full magazine as we can. Lights are still on the witch's house. Okay. No. Ominous. Ominous, but good to know. Yeah, it's gonna do things like that. Ah. Okay, woof. What are you out here for? Nothing exciting, I hope. I'm gonna say, I don't know if we're friends. Nope, the answer is no. I'd like to use these, please. With my final breath, I take these pills. Didn't quite nail that one. Okay, well, that's good to know. The wolves are the baddies. And actually, before we do this, let's put this on a quick slot. We got a lot more shotgun ammunition all of a sudden. Put that there. And we'll use that right now. Please? Can I use this now? Use that one now. You bastard.
That's better. Even the animals are turning into monsters.
Sorry, bud. Where we is? Yeah. Downhill. Oh. That makes a return. Manuscript page?
Back at Witch's Ladle, Saga
I was
pointed the
actually trying to read that
flashlight
one.
at the strange
I keep
dark
getting mixed up.
substance. The same substance Nightingale had left at the morgue. There was something hidden under it. She strained to see. The opposite of sunspots in her eyes. Blacker than black. Suddenly a change. The light reacted to the substance. A feedback loop surging up her arm. Saga squeezed the flashlight, willing it to penetrate the dark matter. Burn it away.
So it did. Oh, look, a gift horse in the mouse. Let's find out where these directions go. Just have a look in here real quick, though. Inside stash. Inside stash. Like, there's nothing indicated it's called stream side. Maybe it's over here. Get one more round in the thing. Oh, you're still awake, Wolf. It's going well. I am enjoying it immensely. This is my kind of horror game, to be honest. Well, it's not particularly scary per se, but it is quite creepy. We've been through the overlap. Nightingale, as far as I know, is deceased. Today's catch: yellow perch and a mid-sized pike. Almost caught a lake trap, but it gave me the slip. Saw an out-of-towner walking around in the woods just before sunrise. Had binoculars or a telescope or something. Taking notes. Didn't notice me. Good. Don't need the attention. Today's catch. Just an old rubber boot. Some of the regular creepies roaming around again. Avoided them, as usual. No one notices a quiet old fisherman. Not even the fish. I mean, it's only like, you know, the game is obviously still quite young. But you can see why it's gotten so many accolades. It is a very well put together piece of media. It can be quite pretty. Oh, I know that there's plenty to come. And, you know, there's the big musical scene that everyone talks about and stuff like that.
There's something written here. A poem?
The Federal Bureau of Control.
Or a riddle. Reminds me of the nursery rhymes I read to Logan when she was little.
1 bird for light, 2 for darkness, 3 birds for a fight, 4 for a struggle, 5 birds for an injury, 6 for misery, 7 for the ending, whatever it may be. Oh dear, okay. It's the same device that What's-His-Face was using, Mr. Lim, or Ling, whatever he was.
A little clothespin doll. Perfect weird souvenir for Logan.
Nursery rhymes.
Creepy dolls. Mysterious rhymes. No weirder than anything else going on, I guess.
I remember people being concerned when they realized that Alan wasn't necessarily going to be the exclusive main character. But I quite like Saga. She's pretty good so far. She's an interesting character. I'm sorry, is that a Cauldron Lake rhyme? Okay. And even though it is only on normal, the combat is still pretty tricky. It was pretty touch and go with Nightingale for a while. Let's head towards the light. Oh, is that what this is for? No. Keep on trucking then. Watchfinder station. From Alaska to British Columbia, Washington, Oregon, and all the way down to California, the Pacific Northwest area spans over a diverse range. Here you will find 59 threatened or endangered species of plants and animals, including the mighty orca and the wild grey wolves. We are not helping out with that endangered list for the wolves. Pacific Northwest region's ecosystems are wonderfully diverse. They include mountain areas like the Cascades and the Olympic Ranges, as well as the dense forests around them. In the west, there are several islands, and dry desert plateaus cover the east. Some of the common wildlife calling the Pacific Northwest their home are robins, seagulls, squirrels and otters, cougars and deers, coyotes and raccoons, salmon and blue herons. The marshes and ponds of this area host an impressive variety of fauna, but majestic trees like the black cottonwood, big leaf maple, and Oregon ash thrive in the wetlands too. It is truly the nature's lover's paradise. Well, rip to Casey. Because Homie is not a nature lover. Oops, fired that one off a little bit early. What's up, homie? What's good? Dodge out of the way. Dodge. I found his back.
Waiting just below!
Well, now there's less monsters. The cult is leaving supplies around for themselves.
Hopefully it stays that way.
Wonder what's inside.
Rock tree.
I should take a look
Are you
around for a
bright
way
enough?
to open this thing.
Well, that's a... 8. Three plus 3 is 6. Wait, hold on. Is it simply 6, 6... What was the other one? 6, 6, 8? Six, 6, 8? This is another rock somewhere. Down here, isn't it? Oh, thank you for the bullets, sir. The FBI appreciates your contribution. There it is. Seven. Is it just a 7? Oh wait, hold on. That's just a 6. And that just a 3. Seven, 3, 6. 3, 7, 6. 6, 7, 8. 7, 6, 8. Well, are you bright enough as well? So it's clearly torches involved. Now that I think about it, that makes sense. Is this here? Is it a 2? Oh, there you are. I don't know what that noise was. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Am I doing so bad like this puzzle that they're respawning? It's not a great review of my kind of problem-solving ability. We were nailing it just a second ago. Like with the lottery ticket one, I was super chuffed by that. Is it 968? So the tree's definitely 8. That rock is definitely 6. Didn't drop anything, did you? No, that's a real shame. What is this rock? There's definitely something here, but it's not really showing up well. Like, I don't know what that symbol is meant to be. I'm also aware that this is just like a lockbox. It's hardly part of the game's thrilling conclusion. We'll come back to that later. Maybe another day. What I should do is heal up.
Oh.
Head up to the weather, the watcher station, or whatever it was. Stream side. Are we sure this key don't work in this? This isn't a stream, this is a pond. To be brutally honest with everyone involved. Stream is like a river, except smaller. There's just a pool. Also seemed a lot larger on the map than it did in real life. The Witchfinder station. Seems like a pretty easy job to have. Well, normal circumstances.
Another one of those rhymes.
The hero, brave and strong, left home to right a wrong. From the woods came the wolf, so greedy and hungry that he ate what he found in a house without a host. The hero returned to find she'd lost the thing she loved the most. Witchfinder station. Park ranger present during opening hours. No entry. Orders of the FBC. What's that? Sounds like a turkey. There's some kids here at some point. Go on the internet. Don't leave your passwords on your computer monitors like that. Dr. Marmot and Dr. Marmot. Here is a promised update on the project's first experimentations. Test items used were plastic animal figurines, teddy bears, toy cars, baby dolls. The iconographic nature of the test items was hypothesized to be beneficial for these research purposes. Test results, negative. I will continue testing with more advanced items and scenarios. No response from you is necessary. Dr. Eugene Campbell, PhD, Lead Researcher, Department of Parafictional Research. I have received your favorable review of my project proposal. Thank you. I need not remind you that my academic as well as recreational expertise in mythology, folklore, and writing will indeed lend the needed credibility. Oh, excuse me. Lend the credibility to the project in both leading it and creating the testing material. I didn't think the Federal Bureau of Control used computers. I mean, I guess it is a pretty old-fashioned computer.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
Is it a good dream? I'm so scared of literally everything coming awake in this room. Research into reality-altering effects discovered in Cauldron Lake area, utilizing fiction and art as a source, then manifesting the results into existence. The FBC's intent in this research project is to experiment with nursery rhymes, hereinafter referred to as fiction, in an attempt to recreate the conditions under which the writing would become reality. The hypothesis is that there are two ways in which fiction affects reality, either by reflecting events that have come to pass but that are not known to their later creator, whose act of creation therefore becomes a catalyst for these past events, after which they serve as the source for their own inspiration, or by the fiction itself using the initiating force in its present timeline, using the creator as a conduit. In the experiment, we will create nursery rhyme texts with a specific function, and then use the depicted dolls and symbols as needed via a careful testing process with the purpose of the story told in fiction manifesting itself in real life. A variety of combinations involving the dolls, symbols, and rhymes will be tested in order to collect large amounts of data with the hope that a pattern will appear. Methods will be adjusted in the testing based on our results. Are we already on the nursery rhyme one? Yep. The FBC is getting busy.
The FBC is definitely playing with things they don't fully understand.
I mean,
and that
in the
always
defense,
goes well.
I don't know if you did either, until like a second ago. No shower. That is a little bit of a bummer. Are they working with kids as well? That's not great. Witchfinder Station 2, Streamside 1, Cauldron Lake Rentals Cabin 1. Number of the arrangements of the nursery rhyme structures. Hero doll. A wolf doll. Wolf, it's you. As a doll. Doll. I imagine this would get really hot in summer. Because you're literally in the roof. But in winter? Probably quite nice. There aren't any more dolls downstairs, are there? That one could collect. I do like that you physically interact with the door. That is a nice touch. How do you get pizza? The hero, brave and strong, left home to right a wrong. Is this the hero? From the woods came a wolf so greedy.
Something feels different. I should look around.
Oh, I'll walk over that.
What is this?
That is what? Oh, this. I'm just gonna bring out the shotgun, I think.
What the hell?
How you doing, Mr. Deer? Everything alright up here? Okay, right.
Oh shit.
Oh, yeah.
A charm. Cute. It'll go great on the bracelet Logan made for me.
Oh, right. Wrong button.
That was strange. Gotta keep an eye out for more of these rhymes.
Okay, so you don't have to fill up all of the patterns, you just have to put the right one in the right spot. Is that it, though? Nothing more? Okay, that's good. I mean, I'm not complaining. I don't necessarily want to have to fight a big monster in the house. I'll just collect these again. Might come in useful. Wait, where's this container? Is it inside? Did I miss something? That is really not touchable. Like, at all. Yes, I did. Does it have anything? No. An overlap of the dark place needed... You got an update? That's not good. Needed a push from both directions to manifest itself. Reality in our world eroded by repeated dark lore tied to a location, and a counterpoint, a work of art, a horror narrative created in the depths of the dark place connecting to the story on the other side, to reach out through the weakened veil. A story of a lorn man whose heart was cut out of his chest, two corrupt men killed by their own twisted ambition, a haunted old woman drowned in a bathtub, twisted reflections on the other side of the mirror. Arcs stabbing through realities, amplifying the influence of the dark place. These elements working in conjunction made a trickle that became a torrent, a wormhole, a vortex, and the art, the map, became the nightmare territory where the dark place encroached on our reality. A blanket over it, where they overlapped, causing reality to twist and loop like a bad dream, remolding anything and anyone within its dark horror's designs. What was your update, Wrench?
We've reached the car, Anderson. How's it going down there?
I think I'm done here. I'll meet you at the parking lot.
These Easter eggs.
There's another lunchbox.
Obviously you're going to succeed, or else you wouldn't be the hero. Duh, you? That's reassuring. Increases magazine size? I don't know about that. We'll think about these. I haven't exactly been, you know, Johnny Sharpshooter over here. I don't know where this stream side thing is. We'd think it would be this, wouldn't it? Stream side stash? It's not. That's not a key to this either. One bird for light. We've got a single crow doll.
I have a weird feeling something's changed.
Thank you, Raven.
Another charm for my bracelet.
Attacks dagger enemies more often. I don't mind if I do.
Stay away!
I need to get behind them. Didn't work. There we go. Okay, they spun around a bit. Do that. We'll do this. Propane tank. Propane. I'll get back to the whip real quick. Go this way, we can save again, which would be nice. Here's the way out. We go up here to the witch's grid. I believe it's called. Down a quick save. And then we, if we go back this way. Go past the general store. Past the FBC station. Go this way. Come on, open the gate. Now close the gate. That's gonna work, but worth a shot. Well, it's a lot brighter up here. Well, it's on now. I guess there's volcanic toxins around. We should probably get out of here. In the event that there are like volcanic toxins around, you know, one of those alarms goes off. Is it better to walk out of the space or run? Because I imagine if you're running, you would be inhaling more. Is that like bad? Obviously, inhaling more of it is bad, but you're moving faster, so is it like a worthy trade-off? No, I was going to say all roads lead to the car park. Nope, just this one specifically.
You ready to go?
How about you face me when you talk to me, Casey?
Mr. Wake, we're taking you back to our field office in Bright Falls. You can freshen up there, and then we'll talk properly.
Hey, Mom. Before you say anything, I'm totally fine. Don't freak out. Dad shouldn't have even texted you.
Logan? No one texted me. What's going on?
I'm totally fine. I slipped, that's all. God, it's not the end of the world.
Put your father on the phone.
Okay. Dad, it's Mom.
Don't worry, hon. Logan slipped in the shower and bumped her head. She has a slight concussion, but I'm keeping an eye on her. Lucky I heard her fall. She could have drowned.
Jesus, David. Why didn't you call?
I tried. It didn't go through. She's fine, really. But what about you? You sound stressed.
No, it's, just weird case, that's all.
Well, if you need a hint, my years of board game victories tell me Colonel Mustard did it.
I'll keep an eye out for him. Love you, Dave.
Love you too, honey. Want to say bye to Logan?
Just tell her I love her. Bye for now.
It's also nice that there's like a loving relationship for the detective, or just the character in general. It's not the stereotypically divorced or whatever. Very Twin Peaks.
Is there anyone you'd like us to reach out to, Mr. Wake? You've been gone a long time.
No. They'd be in danger. It'll come for me.
Okay, let's talk about something else. Robert Nightingale. Do you know him? You were both here in 2010.
The Dark Presence got him back then. That's the last time I saw him. 13 years. Oh, fuck me.
Tell us about the pages. You had what looks like a title page with you. Return. Is this the name of the story on these pages? The writer's name has been scratched out pretty violently, but your name can still be made out underneath.
Scratched out. Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Scratch.
Scratch.
Did you write these pages, Mr. Wake?
I'm trying to remember. It's a crazy jumble, like a nightmare. It doesn't make sense.
What's all this then?
I remember. I remember.
What? The darkness doesn't look like a very chill location to hang.
Thank you. Welcome. Well, we have a great show for you here tonight. Alan Wake is here. Alan Wake, one of my all-time favorite writers and guests on the show. He's here to talk about his latest book. And as usual, our house band, the old gods of Asgard, is here. Take it away, you crazy Vikings!
Was I on a talk show tonight? Waking up in places with no memory of how I'd gotten there. It was out of control. I didn't need another mugshot in the fucking tabloids.
Well, here are the
Had I
old
already
girls.
done
They're
the show?
A bit younger there.
Was that a recording?
Hard-boiled diet from a hard-boiled paper with not just eggs. Okay, well, got other things at least.
I felt a strange pull toward the TV.
I think we'll leave it there for tonight, because I think this is going to be the next big chapter. These are images from the episode that's about to happen, I think. Oh, there is a photo mode. Okay. Wow, it is comprehensive. Very comprehensive. Oh, you can add a light in. That is cool. Very cool. Very cool indeed. Yeah, well, we'll play around with it next time on Alan Wake. Oh, wow, really froze up there for a second. Too dramatic head turn. Alright, everyone. Thank you for joining me tonight. I think what we'll do is we'll raid out to Kesa Wolf. Thank you for joining me tonight. I will not be streaming tomorrow night or Saturday night. I'll be hoping to stream again on Monday. We'll do a catch-up Forza stream. Then Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday as per usual. Until then, if you want to keep up to date with my streams, of course, a follow is a good place. Follow is a good place to start. Otherwise, check out these socials. Check out my Twitter, Blue Sky, or Threads to keep up to date with what's happening on the stream. And check out my Instagram, TikTok, or in Clip-Manager, our YouTube channel for things that happened on previous streams. And of course, check out the Discord to share messages outside of the stream. I hope you have a good rest of your week, and, importantly, a good weekend. And I will see you on Monday, as I said. Monday night, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I'll keep you posted on Twitter, Threads, and Blue Sky. Let's go say hi to Kesa. I don't know what I'd put for a raid message. Just drop a love heart or something. That sounds like a good place to start. In any event, I hope you have a good rest of your week. God bless. Let's go say hi to Kesa.